So as we start our morning here, as we always start, we also take a moment to reflect on the gratitude and express our heartfelt appreciation for the First Peoples, for their enduring love and stewardship of this beautiful land. So with deep respect, I honor the privilege of living, loving, working, and learning on the unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including Semiahmoo, Katsi, Coquitlam, Kukwanit, I apologize, Wasanich, and Tawasin First Nations. May this acknowledgement serve as a meaningful reminder that at CSL White Rock, our vision is to create a loving, vibrant world that works for all. We're committed to moving forward with the understanding, compassion, and harmony as we journey towards a brighter future. And also here at CSL White Rock, we have 4 main tenets that we say each Sunday that we talk about. And the first one is that there is only one life. It is the source of all things. It is the source of all life. And 2, we're a spirit having a human experience. And 3, the one that is sometimes I know I struggle with is nothing outside of me needs to change for me to be happy. And 4, this is accredited to Ram Dass, is that we're here to walk each other home, here in spiritual community to practice together. So with that, I welcome you all, and I want to turn it over to Kim to sing our first song.
Okay, I think we're going to all sing this one together.
Yes.
What the words are up here. So we'll wake up with our mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. I'm walking and talking with my mind set on spirit, walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Singing and praying with my mind set on spirit. I'm singing and praying with my mind set on spirit, singing and praying with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Just begin by centering yourself and getting your feet on the floor, hands relaxed, and notice the noise around you and within you, and begin to breathe slowly and reflect on what inner and outer noise covers. Just close your eyes or have soft eyes. Breathe deeply. In, out, deep, slow. Calm, ease. Smile, release. In Buddhism, it is said that in-out means breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. and breathing out. That's the whole thing. It's a simple recognition of what's happening, an in-breath, and then an out-breath. During this time, all thoughts stop. The past, the future, your memories, your plans. You drop everything. You are your in-breath. You are the out-breath. And as you become one with your in-breath and concentration occurs, you are free of any intention to judge, find fault, reject or cling. Just maintain the freedom in relation to whatever's happening. There's no battle to win, nor battle to lose. Breathe in, breathe out. Thich Nhat Hanh said, when you breathe in, sensing that you are taking in the essence of the energy in the universe through the air, and that is going through your nostrils, and then it moves up and down into your entire being, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And bring the attention to the point above the bridge of your nose. Try to envision right there the two petals that are joined at the point that might meet. And envision a steady flame of bright light. Without strain, keep the inner vision on the point. Breathe in, breathe out. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to the point above the bridge of your nose and renew your attention. Concentrate on that steady light. Breathe in, breathe out. And now as I speak the following words, continue to just breathe. Let the words sink into the background or simply vanish as you continue. And these words from Ernest Holmes, peace is the power at the heart of the divine. My peace is found at the heart of spirit. The heart of spirit for me is found at the very center of my being. It does not matter how closely the confusion of the outer world presses against me. I'm not even disturbed by the confusion. In my immediate environment, I know that the only way to counteract confusion is to bring peace into play. Peace I leave with you, my peace. I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. These words of assurance stay with me, and I hear them re-echoing in the depths of my being. Breathe in, breathe out. Sitting till the things to be done dry up, till the voices urging they do melt like ice in our minds, till the old hurt throb out of our bones, made harmless by the air, till all that we want has nothing left to shout at, nothing left to reach for or with, nothing to let go of. Just breathe. Till even our fear of death loses its tongue, and with nothing in the way, the light of the world kisses the light of the heart, and each breath shines. The light of the world kisses the light of the heart, and each breath shines. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release. Now as I bring you back into this room, into the center, remember throughout the day, just breathe. Whether you're sitting or walking or going back to the breath, remember that the light that shines within, and notice your connection with the divine. Namaste. And now we'll bring back our musician, Kim.
isn't always so easy to be a sensitive being, to be a feeling creature in this world. It isn't always so easy when all the other tender beings are denying their feelings, trying to make their way in this world. Even when it all feels overwhelming, there's a place inside where you'll find peace, and you can trust your heart. It's where your power lies. Open up your eyes and you will feel the truth. You can have faith in who you are. Let your feelings guide you. Let the fire of love inside you light your way home. Light your way home. Even when it all feels overwhelming, there's a place inside where you'll find peace, and you can trust your heart. It's where your power lies. Open up your eyes and you will feel the truth. You can have faith in who you are. Let your feelings guide you. Let the fire of love inside you light your way home. Light your way home. Maybe it could be easier to be a sensitive being. We are all deeply feeling creatures in this world.
Whoops, beautiful. Do you know that she just wrote that song today, or well, not today, but maybe yesterday, in regards to after reading our newsletter? Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Kim. We're so fortunate that you join us and that Michelle brought you in to the fold. Yes, it's so good. I love it. So here we are again this week talking about love and Hearts Ablaze. Last week we talked about beliefs that they're made in one form. First we think about them, then they show up in our form. And this week we're talking about the Hearts Ablaze, and that I let the fire of infinite love blaze in my heart. Love, hello. Last week I had joy, this week I have love. But what I want to start with today, as well as we started last week, is our Advent. So last week I already have the candle for hope lit, and this week the candle is for peace. The 4 candles here count down through the season of Advent, a time of waiting, of cultivating patience. The season asks us to hold faith that all that we are becoming is still awakening under the surface of our lives. On this second Sunday of Advent, we light the candle of peace. I know, it's nice when it's easy, right? We light the candle of peace, and we take to heart the words of Pema Chodron. If we want there to be peace in the world, we have to be brave enough to soften what is rigid in our own hearts, to find the soft spot and stay with it. We have to have that kind of courage and take that kind of responsibility. That's the true practice of peace within us so that there might be peace in the world. So just take that moment of peace within. And isn't that, there's so much going on in the world that peace is such a great place to rest in. And I'm gonna have 3 days of it coming up on my birthday and to the 13th when we go into 3 days of a silent retreat. I had to laugh. One of the ladies that is coming mentioned that she said she told some friends that she was going on a silent retreat and that they kind of fell over laughing, going, oh, yeah, are you sure? And my family did the same thing. So I'm like, I was like, I don't know if you're able to do that, but I'm looking forward to that time of reflection and connecting with that divine essence that's in to light up that heart ablaze that we're talking about today, and to take that, letting that fire of infinite love blaze through us. So we're feeling creatures who think, as we allow the fire of love, the fire of spirit to move us, we rise to new levels of joy, love, and alignment with spirit. And that's exactly what Kim sang about today. Because we're feeling creatures who think. So says Dr. Jill Bolte-Taylor in her book, Whole Brain Living. We can have all the words, all the information, all the intellect crammed full of facts, yet it is our feeling heart that is the true source of our power, of the one source moving through us, and it animates our life. And we can be worn down sometimes by what Howard Thurman calls the dust and grit of the journey. That is from The Moments of My High Resolve. We can get lost in the despair, the disillusionment, and even disbelief. But if we can catch the divine spark, if we can let that holiness invade that fog of separation, the light within rekindles and blazes up with a new vigor and inspiration. So isn't it the time of year right now as we're coming up to solstice, that time of rekindling, that rekindling of the heart, rekindling of the time of the light, knowing that the darkest day is coming. And yet, what is the darkness? It's just the absence of light. It's always there. It can never be, it is always there, and the light just illuminates and takes out the darkness. I was reading my favorite, I get it quarterly magazine, Magnolia, from Joanna Gaines. And I really love her style. I love the way she decorates, but she's also very thoughtful in what she said. So this month, the magazine is about reflection and I liked how she did the reflection of in the mirror, the light, reflecting on the snow, reflecting on life. So what she said is, as we look back over the year and reflect on our accomplishments and our challenges, we can look at glimmers of wins and maybe sometimes losses, the humor and the heartbreak, the meaningful and the mundane, because as it is still important, and guess what? It all matters. Even the smallest things matter, because in it, it teaches us something. So looking back gives us the eyes to see clarity of who we've been this year and where are we going to go next. We uncover lessons and wishes. We discover dreams that we've maybe abandoned, and things that we believe in, again, reignite in us. We discover those dreams and we believe in things long ago abandoned. And when that happens, we become more than what we thought we were. We become more than what we thought we were. Isn't that the teaching of the science of mind? When we change our thought, when we change our mind, we can shift into a new way of being. So she says, once again, as we become more than what we thought we were, and once again, darkness turns to light. I just thought that was a beautiful little message that she shared with us. Because so many times we forget that light within us. It is always there, that best friend within, and the loneliness and the despair can come in, and yet what do we need to do to change it? We just need to take that look, take that time to look in that inner reflection. And remember, there's so many good things out there, and we sometimes forget. So it's remembering what it is. And two, sometimes we dampen down that flame within. We dampen down our hearts due to conditioning, and we play it safe. And we ask ourselves, who am I to? Right? At least I do. I won't speak for all of you out there, but I know I've asked myself, who am I to do such and such? But the thing is, who am I not? Right? If I don't do it, if I can't step in and do something, then who is going to do that? So it's allowing myself, it's trusting, it's having that faith within to allow myself to let that light shine on those shadows that I have in my life. We're not here to go through life safely and without anything untoward happening. Helen Keller said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Life is what it is. It's beautiful. It's flowing and joyful, and it also can be violent and chaotic. Life includes death, but everything in life appears for a while, then recedes back into the mystery. And we are an expression of this life evolving from the unconsciousness to the consciousness. It's only when we fight life, trying to control it, trying to make it into the image or likeness, that we experience the real pain and the struggle, right? Does anybody have that happen? The holiday season's coming up. I don't know about you, but what happens in my life is I sometimes think, okay, I'm going to invite my whole family over. We're going to do this, 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 and the other thing, and it's going to be so much fun, and everybody's going to love it, and I'm so excited. And then guess what happens? Yeah. They come over, and somebody's grumpy. Somebody doesn't want to do the game. They're like, oh my gosh, Tamara, do we have to do that again? Or, there's those things that happen. So, and then I'm crushed. And then I'm like, because I put all this time and effort into thinking this is going to be great. And then, but do I let that bring me down for a moment? But then I can shift it. I can do what Georgia told me to do today in meditation. I can breathe. I can remember this was my intention. I wanted everybody to have fun. I wanted it to have a good time. And guess what? I don't have control over how everybody else is doing today, right? I don't know what happened to them just before they came in. There was a meme on Facebook this week about that exact thing, where they showed somebody getting in the car and honking their horn at the person driving in front of them, and they were like, and the guy was weaving over the road, and he goes by and yells at him, learn how to drive, guy. But then it goes to the guy who's driving and weaving all over, and it just found out that he had just lost his wife, and he was trying to figure out how he was going to tell the children. And then in another segment, there was a woman who got out of this beautiful sports car, and she was going in to get groceries, and the lady saw, oh, nice car, being lovely about it. And so then they're in the store, and this lady who'd gotten out of the car is paying in front of her, and she has food stamps. And the lady who said at this nice car, so you're using food stamps and you drive that sports car? And then it clued back to the lady before, where her employer lent her car and looked after her child because she was a single mom. Right? There's those things in our life that I can judge, and I not know what's going on, the real story behind it. So where is it that I can be kind? Where can I let those judgments go and let my heart and let my love shine through, and look at each person I meet today on the street corner, in my family, as love expressed, right? As love expressed. So it's when we live at the lower level of consciousness, viewing life as something is happening to us, that we can feel helpless, like victims, and that we all struggle with pain, and we close our hearts trying to, analyze or think intellectually about the way things are, how we can control life. But it's when we let go of those things. I know I get caught, and what do they call it? Analysis paralysis. Does anybody ever have that? Where I have to think I've said one thing, and then like that night I go to bed and I'm thinking about it, and then 2 o'clock in the morning rolls around, and oh yeah, I'm still thinking about it. And then 5 o'clock rolls around, that whole thing. And it's just over. I've said A, and then I think I should have said B, and oh my goodness, right? And then the thing is, guess what? That is a story I told myself. It is such a story because I didn't check with the person and say, oops, I said this, did you take it? That wasn't kind of the way I meant it. So it's those stories that we tell ourselves, we can fact check them. We can ask the person. I mean, maybe not 5 in the morning, but we can ask them later on the next day, or even that same time we can catch ourselves and say, hey, did you take this? This is what I meant. Did you get it that way? And you know what? 9 times out of 10, the person looks at me like, what are you talking about, Tamara? I just was saying, I just took it how you said it. And it wasn't this whole thing. So it's not trying to think about our life in ways that we try and analyze. I was looking up, because we're talking about love today, so of course, I have to pull out some Brené Brown, and I pulled out the Science of Mind as well for the glossary. So Brené Brown, she has a quote in her book, The Atlas of the Heart, about love, right? Because we're talking about loving ourselves, loving others. She says, we cultivate love when we allow our most vulnerable and powerful selves to be deeply seen and known. And when we honor the spiritual connection that grows from that offering with trust, respect, kindness, and affection. Love is not something we give or get. It is something that we nurture and grow. That connection that's cultivated between two people only when it exists within each of them. We can only love others as much as we love ourselves. I thought that was pretty powerful. And then Ernest Holmes, Ernie here, he looks at love a little differently. That love that Brené Brown's talking is about that human love, that place where we're here. But from the glossary of Science of Mind, Ernest says, love is the self-givingness of the spirit through the desire of life, capital L life, to express itself in terms of creation. And in the glossary it says, Emerson tells us that love is a synonym for cinnamon. And this is another word for God. We are also told in the New Testament that he that liveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. Love is free from condemnation, even as it is free from fear. Love is a cosmic force whose sweep is irresistible. Isn't that wonderful? That Ernie, he has some great stuff, right? He also says in the Living of Science of Mind, that which cannot be taught, that which is felt cannot be taught, while that which is taught can be felt. It's the one thing to intellectually know something, but until it's felt, until there's emotion, passion, and conviction added, the words and ideas are just empty of power. Ernest refers to the essence of treatment as being the feeling which the practitioner has and brings. Feeling can't be taught. It can only be felt, right? And that's what this whole season about, for me anyways, is the end of the year, is how am I feeling? What am I leaning into? What am I learning now as I reflect back on the year? Is there things I maybe would have changed? Yeah, sure. And there's also things that I can go forward with next year. Just because that's another Ernest Holmes saying is our past isn't precedent, right? That means we can change anytime we decide to change. So as we learn to flow with life and release and let go, and we feel safe enough to allow our hearts to open. In the book Illusions by Richard Bach, he describes a group of creatures who live clinging tightly and desperately to the rocks on the stream until one finally decides to let go. And at first, this creature is bumped and prodded all around, but then all of a sudden it figures out how to ride the flow of the river, right? And that's what it is. As we learn to flow with the river of life, we can discover freedom and joy, and we begin by the willingness to open up our hearts. That willingness to open up our hearts. I was watching last night I guess it's not a podcast. It was on YouTube with Anderson Cooper and Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield is a young man who played Spider-Man in one of the movies. And in 2019, he lost his mother. But the thing that was interesting, it was such a deep, rich conversation about how he needed to feel it, to heal it, he basically said. But it's that he wouldn't have discovered the amount of love that he had if he hadn't have felt the loss. Because he knew then he felt something. And that's the peace. It's better to love and to lose than never to love at all. I know that's a quote from somewhere, but I don't know people, sorry. But that's the thing. It's we feel it when we can really lean in. And sometimes, guess what? It doesn't always work out the way that we want it to. Things change, people change. And yet, would we go back and give that up? That's a question we can ask ourselves. Would we give up that love we experienced in that moment? And can we be grateful for that love the way it was and allow it to transmute into something else, into the next expression of the love that you want to express into the world? If you do get a chance, it's a wonderful thing on YouTube, and it's Anderson Cooper did a whole series of interviewing people about grief. And he also interviewed, who was the guy who played Superman? Christopher Reeves, yeah. They interviewed his son, as he was only 12 when his father died. And I didn't realize 6 months later, his mother died. I know. Yeah, so it was a big shock to their family. But again, it's that willingness to open our hearts and love, and that's what he talked about. That willingness, the family took him in, the next door neighbors, and he ended up having this life that he loved. And he's so appreciative. Of course, he missed his family and missed his parents, but he was able to move through it. So we stop defining ourselves by our woundedness, because the woundedness is where we can see the gift. Because if it wasn't for the wound, we wouldn't learn the lesson. We wouldn't see the gift. So when we define ourselves by our aliveness and our passion, so instead of life happening to us, guess what? Life can happen within us and through us, right? And isn't that what we say about spirit? You know, spirit works through us and as us. So as we recognize that we're literally a manifestation of love, immersed in a field of infinite love, not only do we feel safe, but we even let go of seeking safety and instead come out and play. Then we open up to become focused on our vision. And when I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid or not. That was by Audre Love. So as she reminds us in that, your silence will protect you. Our playing small serves no one, including ourselves. Spirit is the constant infinite self-givingness, blazing its essence into form eternally. And as we take time to release old fears, hurts, and beliefs and superstitions that have haunted us, and and they've haunted us and most of humanity for lifetimes. And as we connect ever more deeply with the spirit within and all around, our hearts then are ablaze with life. At the age of 93, Charles Fillmore, he was the co-founder of Unity, said, "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to the things that ought to be done by me." The things at 93, the things that ought to be done by me. So let your heart sizzle and zeal and ablaze with love and life, that spirit that is expressing. So this week, if you know that there's blockages, that you have fear, hurt, or grief, work with one of our practitioners, right? Let them know. Ask for prayer. And know that you can get support. You could even join a grief support group. Second, spend time contemplating your heart, imagining it opening and expanding and becoming more inclusive. Practice listening and trusting to your heart, because it will guide you in your life. And take the words of John Lennon's song, "Dear Prudence," with the invitation, "Dear Prudence, won't you come out and play?" Greet this brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it is beautiful, and so are you. The wind is low, the birds will sing, that you are part of everything. Won't you come out and play? So let's take that into the next 2 weeks of this month. Won't you come out and play? And I'm going to end with one last quote. I've had a lot of quotes today, but anyways. But life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." So ends the lesson. Thank you. And I'll welcome back Kim to sing us out.
As you might guess, we're going to see if we can all sing Dear Prudence. Once Tamara put that in our consciousness.
I know,
so.
she's just practicing it right before my talk, the poor girl. What a gamer. Thank you, Kim.
It'll be a reasonable facsimile, but see, if you all sing, it'll be better.
Yeah.
There we go. Is it, it's on. Is no sound coming through? Uh-oh. Here. We're going a cappella, maybe, everyone. Sorry. It should be. That's weird. It's working earlier. Is it? Shall we just go with it? We'll just go with it. Okay. Oh, something maybe with my cable. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. We'll sing loudly. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, greet the brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, open up your eyes. Dear Prudence, see the sunny skies. The wind is low, the birds will sing, that you are part of everything, dear Prudence. Won't you open up your eyes? Dear Prudence, let me see you smile. Dear Prudence, like a little child. The clouds will be a daisy chain, so let me see you smile again, dear Prudence. Won't you let me see you smile? Look around, round, 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 round. Look around, round, 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 round. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play?
Sure. Is it this one? Is it muted?
Thank you so much. That was beautiful, Kim. Your voice suits that song so well.
Thank you.
So, Kim, do you play anywhere else, or do you have any other kind of gigs
I
around?
sometimes do, but I don't have anything booked right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully by next
It's
time.
yeah. Well, I hear we have one of your friends coming back to sing with us. Ivan
yeah.
Boudreau's moved back to Vancouver, everybody. So I think he'll be joining us at some point. And he said that he
Cool.
yeah, so who knows? Maybe we have the two of you and Michelle. Maybe we'll have three singers one day. Wouldn't that be fun? It'd be so fun. Well, now is our time and our thing. Thank you so much again, Kim. That was great. I can't believe you pulled that off just like that. I know, so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, amazing, as I'm looking for my order of service. Talk amongst yourselves as we go through. Oh, my goodness. But it's that time to acknowledge our gratitude for our loving community. And it's our opportunity to get to practice one of our spiritual practices of giving. So I'd like to ask Ray to come forward and Sandy, and as we pass out the baskets today. But as you put your gift, as you're giving your gift, maybe just before you put it in the basket, hold it to your heart and know a specific good for yourself today. And as you know that good for yourself, also know a good for the world. So as if you'll repeat after me our affirmation, or let's just do it all together. I think it's easier if it's up on the screen. Do we have it, Michael? No, that's okay. I kind of change things around for you. I like to keep Michael on his toes back there. All right. This gift I give is spirit in action. I give it in joy. I give it in love. I give it with a completely open heart and mind. I know that I have received a lot with great gratitude, and there is an abundance for everyone. So as we take this moment, knowing that the gifts given with love and gratitude now enters into that law of circulation and abundance. And we bless all the gifts. And if you say yes to that blessing, please join me in saying, and so it is. And please, as we're passing the baskets, we have our little joy notes. Remember to take out your joy note. And I think you're going to...
Yeah.
All right.
We'll all sing together.
Okay.
It might be a cappella. I apologize for
That's
that. I
okay.
seem to have a difficulty with my
That's
cable.
okay.
I am blessed, I am am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Thank you. And oh, look, my practitioner, I don't even have to ask them to come up. They just show up. Isn't that? I am so blessed. Very well trained. It's lovely, lovely. Oh, my goodness. Let me take a moment and I bless these gifts and the givers and the receivers and this wonderful, beautiful, fabulous community. I know that these gifts make a difference to each one of us here as we continue these beautiful Sunday services. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And also know that if you are in need of prayer, we have 3 wonderful women here who do prayer like nobody's business. I tell you. And you can either ask them for a quick prayer here right after service, and myself included, or you can email on our support page, prayer support, and they will send you a prayer for yourself. So, you know, this time of year, sometimes we just need a little extra love. And I think that is, oh, Diane's reminding me. So it's so good to provide our little joy card for our online people. But it is, again, and 2, for people online, let Pamela know, our online practitioner, and she will take you into a breakout room and you can do prayer there as well. So, but here is your joy blessing for today. You are important enough to ask. Oh, isn't that fitting? And you are blessed enough to receive back. That's from Wayne Dyer. So beautiful. Thank you. All right, well, let's stand up as willing and able to do our last closing affirmation. And let's see, what are we going to fill in the blank today? Oh, let's do peace because it's the 2nd week of Advent. Let's do that. So ready? We'll all say it to go. We'll see if we'll get it. Get it up. Sorry, Michael. I did it again to you. It is something wonderful is happening in me right now. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called peace. I know it. I feel it. I express it. I am it. And so it is. And we welcome back Kim for our final song. Thanks, everyone.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. I am only here for